How's it going, guys? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about Emax's transmitters and goggles and the differences between them and what I like and what I don't like. The first ones I'd like to start with is the ones that most of us have probably started out with and seen and know about, and it's these. These are not my favorite, but it is what I started with, and it's what I started with flying my Tiny Hawk Freestyle, my Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle. Guys who like flying or playing video games with their, using their thumbs a lot, this is probably more your style. I'm a pincher, so this is kind of how I fly. And it's okay to hold it like this, not my favorite. So, the way the controller's designed. And these, boy, these are something right here. These do not fit very well at all, and these are not my favorite at all. So they just do not fit right around the face. When you put them on, it actually pushes down your face at an angle, weird angle. Not about it. The signal on these is actually, well, I'll get to that in a second, but that's those. Now, the newer transmitter that they have is this right here. It's the E8, I believe, transmitter, E8, and it's a FR Sky transmitter. So if you have an FR Sky receiver, you can put it in D8 mode and bind it to that, and it works really good. Again, I'm a pincher, so this fits way nicer in my hand than that does, that other one. It's got your arming switch, your mode switch, and it's got two auxiliary switches for other things, if you so program it to that. Sticks can actually twist off of there, and you can also adjust the height of them. And it's not real heavy. This is not a very heavy transmitter, so if you're not using a lanyard around your neck, just holding it like this is actually really comfortable. It's really nice that way. And their goggles is actually a huge improvement. I know you're going to say, oh, but that looks the same as the other ones. It does, but for whatever reason, this actually fits way nicer around the face. It doesn't sag when you put it on. I don't know why, it just does. It's just way nicer. But what I was going to say about the signal, I think they've upgraded the antennas on these goggles. These are the Transporter 2s, and these, I'm pretty sure the antennas are way better signal strength than those. I couldn't go barely 10-15 feet without losing signal to my quad. With these goggles, the latency is actually really good for analog, and I can actually see what I'm doing with a decent range. I mean, I can shoot down the street, no problem, whip it around and go around a couple of trees, and I can still see what I'm doing. So that's really nice. Other nice thing is if you can't stand wearing goggles, the screen pops out, which is kind of cool. I don't really use it that much in that regard, but it does come out, and you can actually attach it to the transmitter, so you can actually have it like this. You just screw it in there, and you could actually use it this way if you want, if that's more your style. So that's pretty cool. The other thing that's really nice is if you do not have like a Insta360 go-to camera mounted to your quad. I know like some of the Tiny Hawks and some of the other drones that Emax makes are kind of small, so they're not, they leave a little bit to be desired as far as space goes and ability to mount a action camera of any sort. So this is actually a DVR, so you just put a micro SD card in here, and you got all your buttons here, and you can actually record through the camera on the quad there. So that's really nice. And again, it just magnetizes to the goggles, or you can screw it to the transmitter. So that's my take on it. If you're going to learn FPV, if it's your first time starting out, buy these. These right here are way better I will put a link in the description down below to them so you can pick them up here. And yeah, this will be way better for your experience as far as learning FPV. It's more options, more diverse than this. This might frustrate you and actually might discourage you a little bit if you've never flown FPV before, because the latency is terrible, signal strength is terrible, fits horribly, does not feel good on your face, and the controller kind of feels cheap, and I'm not really about it. So that's my recommendation to you. These two items right here, including shipping and handling, I think I spent about 195 bucks total, and I got them within a few days. So worth the money, worth every penny of it, I would say, because again, this transmitter is a multi-use transmitter, works on a handful of drones that take FR Sky receivers with D8 mode, and yeah, way worth the money. I wouldn't even bother with these. That setup is no good to me. So I have it. I use it for if somebody else wants to kind of see what I'm doing, I can let them look at this while I'm wearing these, and you know, as long as the signal's good on that, they can see what I'm, you know, what I'm doing. But otherwise, not even worth the money, not worth the time, not worth trying to strap it to your head. So if you found this at all informative, it would be very helpful to me if you would like and subscribe so I can keep making videos like this, stuff that might be informative to you guys. And yeah, until next time, fly frosty.